Hi, I'm Judy Vitale, your astrologer with ReadTheStars.com. This is weekly horoscopes at work for April 10th through 16th, 2017. I would have my Mercury retrograde shirt on, except it's in the suitcase that got sent to Phoenix when I didn't get sent to Phoenix last week because there were so many delays with travel. This Mercury retrograde has really hit me hard. And I believe that it's going to hit some other people hard as well. So Mercury retrograde, for those of you who don't know, always has effects on travel. Anything that has to do with communication, getting an idea, a person, a place, or thing from one place to the other is going to be disrupted during this period of time when it appears from where we're sitting on Earth that the planet Mercury is moving backwards. So even though it isn't truly happening, it is indeed the appearance of the retrograde motion is enough to set things crazy. If you don't believe me, look up Delta Airlines delays on April 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and I hear even the 9th, and you'll see what the story was. I was one of the people, along with my podcast partner, Jossa Johnson. Fortunately, our spirituality saved us, and we cultivated enough acceptance to get home safely. And now we're waiting for our bags to join us. So, with no more further ado, I will tell you that Mercury retrograde begins on Sunday evening, April 9th. For those of you who are listening to this on Sunday, it's happening now, and it will be going on for quite some time, all the way until May the 4th, 5th, around there. So, got to be patient during this time. Got to cultivate that acceptance. You know, this is the way that things are supposed to be for whatever reason. Even though I'm not happy about it, I have to take it in. That's only one of the things going on this week. However, we also have a big full moon in the sign of Libra. That takes place on Tuesday, early in the morning. Sun will be conjunct Uranus on Friday to give us a zap of energy just before Venus goes direct on Saturday, 6:17 a.m. Eastern Time at 26 degrees of Pisces, not too far from Saturn. So all the Venus and Saturn kinds of things that are going on, breakups, makeups, all that sort of thing with relationships and negotiations are bound to show their faces. And then, of course, we have the holidays, Passover and Easter this week. So happy to all who are celebrating either, both, and anything in between, or anything I may not know about. So happy spring. That's really what we're celebrating now. So I'm going to go through this day by day, giving you some extra tips on how to manage your work week. Monday might be a little bit tense, but will also be very energetic with the moon in Libra. People will see both sides of the situation, but the pre-full moon jitters are going to be there. And then there's going to be a conjunction with Jupiter. So people are going to go, I'm going to do this. And then they're going to get the full moon jitters. And the full moon will arrive Tuesday, 2:08 a.m. on the East Coast, a little bit earlier, like on Monday night on the West Coast, and any place else west of that. And there will be a lot of Uranus energy around that moon as well. So expect a lot of jitteriness on Tuesday. The moon will be void, of course, that period of time when you're not supposed to make purchases, and you have to be careful about the meetings that you schedule and to expect the unexpected. On top of Mercury retrograde, this becomes a real problem. So be aware of the times between 2:19 p.m. and 6:42 p.m. on Tuesday on the East Coast, and do your calculation for your own time zone. By then, the moon will move into Scorpio. People will get very emotionally intense. This is where you have to be very, very careful around anything that has to do with emotional attachment to the way things are supposed to go. On Wednesday, the moon will oppose Mercury and make a trine to Neptune. This is excellent at work for things that are creative in nature. It is not so good if you want to know the truth about something, because everything is going to be embellished. People are going to want to create that which they want others to see, and worse yet, from the perceiver's point of view, we will all be seeing what we wish to see. So it's going to be kind of difficult. Okay, I just got a message. Jossa got her suitcase. Yay, I'm next. So on Thursday, the moon will also be in Scorpio once again with an opposition to Mars. And this is also, intense emotionally. People are going to get very disrupted emotionally when things don't go their way. So I would anticipate some difficulties in travel. So for those of you who are making a trek for the holidays, be very careful and keep that philosophical, acceptance-oriented attitude at all times. On Friday, the moon will go void, of course, between midnight or 17 minutes after midnight until 6:27 a.m. on the East Coast. And then it's going to be another really excitable day on Good Friday with the Sun conjunct Uranus at 1:29 a.m. People will be on edge. If I were doing Easter shopping, which I probably will be doing a little bit of it, I'll be doing it earlier in the week because Friday is going to be people pushing each other and not very much in the spirit of the holiday. And maybe it's a good thing to keep Friday for some reflection and also for some relaxation or some physical exercise where you can release that energy. That's so important, something that we really look at when we do hypnosis. So anyway, on Saturday, the moon will continue in Sagittarius, all of that energy. Venus is going to make a turn toward direct. So any kind of changes that you've decided to make as a result of going back and taking a second or third or 15th look at your relationships is going to come into being there on Saturday morning. And that's going to be beneficial to most people involved. And then on Sunday, Easter Sunday, the moon will be void, of course, in the afternoon between 2:26 and 7:05 p.m. Be careful with that cooking. That's how you burn the buns. I've done it. Melt the chocolate, all the kinds of stuff. So, just be attentive to that and to realize that maybe somebody's not going to arrive right at this exact time that they hope that they would, and be flexible and open. It's a time of year when we're supposed to be looking at renewal. So let us all renew one another with an attitude toward acceptance of our divine mission and also acceptance of one another and the people that we love and surround ourselves with them. Other than that, Sunday's going to be incredibly active. There's going to be a square from the moon to Uranus, a trine to the sun. So lots of energy, square to Venus, so a lot of activity in terms of reaching out to people. Conjunction to Saturn, so a lot of seriousness, and a trine to Mercury. So communication, and then Venus will be in a sextile to Mars. Everything is going to work out just fine. So if you have any questions, or if you feel, oh my gosh, Judy, there's so much going on, I need a reading, or you would like to have some transpersonal coaching or clinical hypnotherapy, you can always reach me at Judy, Judi, at readthestars.com. This week, I will be at Journeys of Life on Friday between 1 and 5. 412-681-8755 if you would like to make an appointment. Otherwise, again, you can find me at Judy, Judi, at readthestars.com.